Hi guys, this is jason.com and I'm here with the game Angry Birds Epic. I'm playing it on the iPhone 5. It's available for free from Rovio. It's an RPG. It's actually based on turn-based battles, pretty much like the Final Fantasy series. Only this time we're playing an RPG that does not have a story or those famous characters that are very well designed and have a nice background story. So as you can see, we have three characters in the party. They're the famous Redbird, Chuck and Mathilda, and we'll be able to trigger attacks towards the enemy by dragging a trajectory towards them. As you can see, Chuck has the ability to cast spells and affect multiple enemies in the adversary party. The pigs are obviously the enemy. They have a health bar below them. I have a health bar below my characters. And we have a jalapeno here. Thus, once it gets filled, it can trigger special attacks, sort of like a limit break. If you're familiar with the Final Fantasy series, a limit break is a special attack that you will trigger when you're very low on hit points and you get an extra limit added to your bar. Okay, so I have to say that this is a linear game. There are no side quests and there is no exact story to go by aside from the usual struggle between the pigs and the birds. And by the way, you can also swipe between party members so they can cast various upgrades to themselves. Okay, so now the jalapeno is full. You've taken enough damage. You can drag it to one of your characters. Well, not yet. It's not to the maximum level yet. Now it's ready. Here we go. You'll go into a frenzy and start attacking enemies and the fight will be over in no time. You see those blue stars there? They're the experience points that allow you to level up. And after the battles you get stars and you get to spin a roulette that gives you some loot that you can use to craft weapons and potions and such things. Okay, and now let's see further. We have a lot of levels to play here. I'm guessing there are lots of dozens, maybe there are even 100. Here there is an area where you can find your characters. Here we are, these are my characters. This is good old Chuck, and you can change the character's class by changing their hat. You can also see their weapon here, a staff, since he's a magician. We also have a shield. And next up, here's Mathilda, and this is her shield. This is her helmet, excuse me. Then her weapon, and then her shield. And finally Red, the paladin, so to say, with his weapon and shield. There are also elementals here. Some weapons have lightning, others have fire. Here we got a little character from which you can buy valuables for real money, potions. The banana potion, for example, gives you hit points. Stuff for the forge, I mean loot and materials to craft stuff. And stuff for the alchemy, like seeds, golden cauldron and all that. This is the cauldron where you make potions, use stuff like, I don't know, pizza or vegetables and things like that. We have shiny sand, we have vials, seeds, water, banana, and hot tomato. From this you can make the following potions. And we also have the forge. The forge basically turns materials like rock, wood, clams into shields, into swords and other type of equipment. So this is basically your equipment area, your let's say main menu for this RPG. It's a very hard decision to get to call this game an RPG. It's not exactly an RPG, but it can easily fit that description. Okay, now we've reached a superior level, it's a bit harder. And by the way, Rovio has also pushed here some methods of getting extra health and extra money. They can make you watch some videos and give you some bonuses after that. It's a cool way, it's a freemium game, and that's what happens. We seem to be facing a wizard. By the way, nice graphics and also nice background music. So let's actually tap on our own characters. Okay, so you heard the music. Now, as I said, let's power up our own guys. I just heal them and I tap this guy to give us a shield. And now this one swiping towards that one. Now this one swiping towards this one. As you can see, they're giving each other status boosts. And now let's attack the enemy. I just been dispelled. Of course, there is the usual poison spell, there's sleep, and various other status ailments. There's thunder, there's fire, there's basically everything you know. And in case you need them, there are also potions to use. Here they are. The usual banana cocktail will save your life. I'm very curious if there's summon in this game. I haven't heard about it, so it's probably not available. But you can cast spells and use physical attacks, plus upgrade your statuses, so that's cool. Another battle has been won, also a turn-based battle, with a single foe, 3 stars, and now we get to spin the wheel and get our loot. By the way, you can also spend 1 diamond and spin the wheel again. The status effects, status ailments include poison, sleep. You can also resurrect characters, craft new weapons, shields, the birds change classes with headgear, and there are plenty of heroes to play with here. You can swap party members, for now we have 3, later on we have many more. So this is the latest level we've reached, probably the one we got stuck on, very hard battle. It's pretty hard to progress in this game, and the levels are quite tough, you have to do a bit of grinding, it's unavoidable. And here we go. We've cast some thunder. I made Mathilda attack them. And red is also on the task. So if you want to do in-app purchases, you should probably know that you can get 1,500 coins for about $50 if you really want to spend real money. If not, you can keep grinding like I did, play the same battles over and over again, and you'll get your much needed resources, cash, and things like that. The game is fun, also a bit repetitive, which may bother you in the long run, especially when you get stuck on a level and pigs keep attacking you. Okay, so we have the jalapeno, let's go crazy. So basically it's a frenzy of repeated attacks that usually ends up killing all the enemies. Okay, so only 1 pig left, cannot kill us, we just leveled up. And final strike. Another battle has been won. By the way, when you craft items, your stats are boosted by a dice roll, so when your item is ready, your sword, shield or stuff like that, you'll see there will be a small dice cast on the screen, and if it hits a 3, you get a boost. The visuals are pretty cute in the typical Rovio fashion. I was actually expecting the game to be poor, to be honest, since Rovio has diversified into areas they're not exactly good with. Well, this one is actually good. I was disappointed by Angry Birds Go. However, Angry Birds Epic, that's the name of the game, Angry Birds Epic, is pretty epic indeed, and I will like playing it. Aside from its repetitive nature, well, I'd say it's a game that deserves an 8.3 out of 10 here at gsmgnome.com. I love Final Fantasy and I love this title. If you don't like Final Fantasy and turn-based RPG, you probably won't appreciate this game. This is it from gsmgnome.com. Bye bye.